Imagine closing your eyes tonight, just like any other night. Tired. Ordinary. Nobody. And then, you open them. And everything is different. You're lying in a bed made of silk and gold. The ceiling above you is painted with calligraphy that stretches from wall to wall. Before you can even move, 10 men in white robes bow before you in perfect silence. And one of them says, in a language you somehow understand, "My Sultan. The empire awaits your command. You are no longer who you were. You rule 30 million people. You command the most feared army on earth. You hold the key to 3 continents. But as you sit up in that golden bed, the very first thing you feel is fear. This is the life of an Ottoman Sultan. And for the next 8 minutes, it's yours. The morning begins before the sun rises. And it doesn't begin for you, it begins for everyone around you. By the time your eyes open, 40 servants have already moved through this room. Your breakfast, 12 dishes, is waiting. The air smells of rose water and burning oud. 2 men help you dress. You don't move. You don't need to. Because every single thing, from the way your turban is folded to the direction you walk into the throne room, has a protocol. A rule. A meaning. You are not just a man. You are Zalullah fil ard. The shadow of God on earth. That is your actual title. And as you walk through the marble corridors of Topkapi Palace for the first time, past guards who stare straight ahead and never at your face, you realize something that no history book ever told you. Nobody in this palace will ever look you in the eyes. Not once. Not ever. They say Topkapi Palace has 3,000 rooms. But as Sultan, you live in perhaps a dozen of them. The same paths. The same halls. The same faces, bowing, always bowing, never speaking unless spoken to. Your mother, the Valide Sultan, is the most powerful woman in the world. She loves you. But she also watches every single move you make. Every cup of tea you drink has been tasted by someone else first. Every letter you receive has been read by eyes you'll never see. The harem is not what you imagined. It's not a fairy tale. It's a political machine, women from Russia, from Greece, from Africa, each one carrying the quiet ambitions of a family, a tribe, a nation. And slowly you begin to understand the thing that every sultan before you knew but never said aloud. Being the most powerful man in the world, doesn't mean being free. It means being watched. All the time. By everyone. Especially by the people who claim to love you most. 3 times a week, the Divan meets. Your Imperial Council. By tradition, the Sultan does not sit among them. You watch from behind a carved wooden screen. Hidden. Invisible. But hearing every word. Today's agenda, a famine in central Anatolia has killed 12,000 people. A Venetian ambassador is offering gold for peace. And in Egypt, a governor has stopped paying taxes, which means one thing, rebellion. Each crisis is presented. Arguments are made. And then a small folded note is passed behind the screen. To you. The Grand Vizier turns and faces the screen. Waits. And in that silence, you understand something for the first time. There are no right answers here. Only choices with costs. If you send grain to Anatolia, you weaken the military. If you trust the Venetian, you look weak to the Persians. If you crush Egypt, you march an army through the desert. 30 million lives. One decision. Welcome to power. It starts with a whisper. It always starts with a whisper. One of your most trusted advisors, a man who served your father, and his father before him, has been accused of sending letters to the Persian court. Treason. The evidence is one letter. Your chief of intelligence brings it to you at midnight. The palace is silent. The Bosphorus reflects the moon outside your window. And you stare at that letter for a long, long time. Because in this palace, letters can be written by anyone. Evidence can be planted. And trust is the most dangerous thing you can give. You've heard the stories. Sultans who trusted too much, and paid with their throne. sultans who trusted no one, and died slowly inside their own paranoia. There is no middle ground. There never was. The guard waits. The man waits in chains. And you hold a quill in your hand. One signature. That's all it takes. 6 months later, you are not in the palace. You are on a horse. In Hungary. And the ground beneath you is shaking. 120,000 soldiers march behind you. The Ottoman war drums, the mater, thunder across the plain so loud that the earth vibrates under your boots. The sound alone has broken armies. History will call this campaign a great victory. But right now, from where you sit on your white horse, it doesn't feel great. It feels like chaos. Cannon smoke fills the air so thick you can barely see 20 meters ahead. Somewhere to your left, a man screams. The Janissaries charge forward without flinching. They've been trained since childhood not to fear death. But you were not trained like them. The Grand Vizier rides up beside you and says something you'll never forget. The enemy does not watch your sword, my sultan. They watch your face. Victory comes. It always comes. The Ottoman war machine is too vast, too disciplined to be stopped. But victory has a receipt. And tonight, back inside the palace, the bill arrives. The investigation is complete. The letter that condemned your advisor, it was forged. Planted by a rival inside your own court. The man is innocent. But he has already spent 6 months in chains. His health is broken. His life is not what it was. And now, under Ottoman law, under your law, what happens next is your decision. You can release him. Show mercy. But the court will see weakness. Or you can let the punishment stand, to protect the image of certainty that holds the empire together. You sit alone in the throne room long after everyone has left. The candles burn low. And for the first time since you woke up in this golden bed, you feel the full weight of what it truly means to be sultan. It is not glory. It is this. Night falls over Constantinople. From your balcony, you can see the city, the minarets, the markets, the ships on the Bosphorus carrying silk and spice and lives you'll never know. Somewhere out there, a father is putting his children to sleep. A baker is lighting his fire before dawn. A fisherman is counting his nets by lantern light. They don't know your face. They just know, somewhere above them, there is a sultan. And they trust the world will hold together because of him. Because of you. You've been this man for one day. And already you understand what no history book ever captures. Power is not freedom. Power is a room with no exits. Every sultan before you knew this. Most never admitted it. But tonight, looking at the city that belongs entirely to you, you ask the question they all asked alone in the dark. Was it worth it? You close your eyes again. The silk sheets. The gold ceiling. The sound of the Bosphorus. Tomorrow the Divan meets again. There will be new crises. New enemies. New decisions that cost lives. This is not a fairy tale about power. This is the truth about it. The Ottoman sultans didn't just rule, they carried the weight of an entire civilization on their shoulders. Alone. Every single day. For their entire lives. And now you know what that feels like. If you could choose, would you take it? The throne. The power. The loneliness. The weight. Drop your answer in the comments. And if you want to live another impossible life next week, you already know what to do.